Got a big test on the road against a top 20 team. It'd be good to see where we're at. As a team this year, it's what I told them yesterday. Just looking at them offensively, they're very balanced. Their quarterback is a dual threat guy, runs the ball extremely well. They do some very unique things in the play action game, which makes them unique. And really what stands out to me is they've only had one turnover this year, so they really do a great job of protecting the football. Defensively, they're good against the run. Like I said last week, they're very disciplined. They're very good at what they do. They make you earn it. They've got a scrappy defense that flies around. They don't give up a lot of big plays. So I think that's a big key. And then also they're one of the best teams in college football in time of possession. And I think controlling the tempo will be a big factor in the game.
Questions?
Gus, you mentioned that Sammy's expected to play. What's the difference that Sammy makes when he's available in full speed for your offense?
Well, I mean, Sammy's one of our big weapons. I think everybody saw that last year, and provides a different element. But we expect him to be back, ready to go, and that'll be a good thing for us.
Is it just his speed that makes the difference as a deep threat, or? Well,
I mean that obviously helps, but he's really improved his all-around receiving skills, his intermediate routes, like we talked about before. He's an extremely good blocker, and of course he's a big, strong guy too. And he can block a lot of different guys, and he just knows the offense. He's a veteran guy that allows us to make adjustments during the game, without any problem.
Did he practice last night, or has he?
Yes, he's practicing. Like I said, we feel good about him ready to go.
Any other questions?
Yes, just talk about, having a veteran team going on the road. The importance of that.
Yeah, I think it's very important. We a lot of our guys experienced some road games last year, hostile environment. We're hoping that'll help. Now, the difference is it's a new team. We still got some new guys with us. The first time they're going to experience a road test. From a coach's standpoint, you worry about the noise and all that. The good thing is our center's back, our quarterback's back, so that'll definitely help. But it'll be a good test of going on the road. That's one of the tougher places to play in college football, and so we'll see what happens.
Are you going to do a walkthrough at the stadium on Wednesday?
Yes. Yeah, we like to have that routine if it's possible to get our guys at least familiar with everything. It's not their first time to see it, when they show up, on game day.
It's maybe more important this time because it's not a stadium that any of the guys are familiar with.
Well, that's a good point. Yeah, this will be the first time that the majority of our guys, or for the most part all of our guys, actually that are playing a game there, we'll see. It's just something little about, where the 25-second clocks are and everything that goes with that, and just gets familiar.
I know this team is big on routine, and you are particularly. What's the challenge of playing a Thursday game, midweek, that a lot of players haven't ever experienced that before?
Well, the fact that we had an off week last week has really helped us because, you can kind of get in a routine. The challenge when you play on Thursday is when you play on Saturday the time before. So we've had some time to do that. We're trying to just keep everything routine as possible. In our players' mind, it's a Wednesday today, and our coaches too, and that's really the way we're going about it. Of course, tomorrow would be a Thursday, and then we travel, and then we have the game. So you just try your best to keep it as routine as possible for your players. But being a longer week and having an off week last week, it's not a big a factor as it normally would be on a short week.
What have you done with your scout team to help the defense when it comes to Jake Waters and the quarterback runs that he's really been good at?
Yeah, we've done some different things. We've also had our #2 offense do some things, against our defense. They are similar in some areas. They're very unique with their play actions, like I said before, but they run some of the same plays that we do. So hopefully that'll help.
Is there anybody that Jake Waters reminds you of? Is he like a smaller, maybe even Dak Prescott, the way he runs between the tackles?
Well, he's like another running back. He's very good at running the football, but he's also good at throwing. And he ball comes out of his hand really quick. I mean, you can really, especially with the ball on the perimeter, the ball comes out quick. And he's a cool customer too. You can really tell that off film.
You talked about having, people, a lot of people look at quarterback experience going on the road is big. How important is a guy like Reese?
Oh, it's very important. Your center with the noise and still being able to make calls and do the things he does. And we still want to play fast, and on the road that's a little bit bigger challenge, because you've got the noise and everything that goes with that. So, when you've got a center that has been through the ringer as far as the road games and all that, that definitely helps.
How important are the two starting linebackers that are going to be against a quarterback like Waters?
Yeah, we got our two guys back. They've played well the first two games, and we're going to have to play well again because they're so well at running the football, and not just quarterback runs, but the regular runs too. So that'll be a big factor in stopping the run.
Gus, talking to some of Nick's coaches, they say that you were the very first coach to come in and offer him when you were way back at Arkansas State before he even took a snap as a quarterback at Garden City. What did you see in him at that point, that early?
Well, you knew he was a very, very good quarterback in high school. I mean, that was one thing, and the fact that he fits in kind of what we look for in a quarterback. So those were the two main factors. So
you had no concerns there, having not seen him throw a ball in 2 years?
I think he broke records in high school. Had a great arm, and a lot of people recruited him as a quarterback, but he just happened to go to the in-state school.
What's the advantage that comes with a top 20 matchup, not out of conference, for you guys?
Well, it's a measuring stick, to your program to go on the road against the top 20 team at their place. Hostile environment. It's a good measuring stick of where this team is, and like I said, it'll be a huge test. So we'll have to play well. We'll have to play well to win.
Gus, after having the off week to evaluate the offense, how close are they through two games to where you're hoping they would be at this point?
Well, I mean, our expectations are high. We moved some linemen around from last year. This year, obviously, we had to replace Kozan and everything that goes with that. And execution-wise, our goal is to get better each week. I mean, overall, I'm pleased with our first two games, but we got to get better. And when I say get better, just be more efficient and not make the little mistakes. And the great thing about offense is you need all 11 guys to be doing the right thing for a play to really work. And so we still have areas that we need to clean up, to improve, and that's what will be our mission the rest of the year, and it'll be very similar to last year.
How big was the off week also for I guess Daniel Carlson to be able to maybe rest up a little bit because he's doing all the things that he's doing for you guys?
Yeah, it was very big because he's doing everything, and your leg gets sore after games when you do that much, and so it was good for him. And he kicked a couple times last week, and we've been smart with his leg, but it was good for him, and not just him, but the overall team too.
Last season, when you guys did use Jeremy Johnson on the road, it was maybe for a play or two. Do you guys have the confidence in him now, if you want to even do it in the package for a series in this game, that he can go out and do that?
Oh, yeah, he can run our complete offense. I mean, last year it was completely different than this year. Certain times we put him in there to play specific things, but he can run our entire offense. We have a lot of confidence in him. At all point.
Guess how was your Saturday as a television analyst?
It was a little different. It was different being behind the scenes. I enjoyed it. And
there aren't a lot of people talking about Auburn as much as you might think. Does that change with the win Thursday? And is there any disrespect you feel?
Nah, I mean, nobody talked about us last year either. I mean, it's just, it's fine with me. Our goal is they're talking about us at the end, and that's really the only thing on our mind. We don't get caught up in predictions and this and all that. Our goal is to get better each week, and our goal is to try to repeat as SEC champs. So all that other stuff, we don't get too caught up in one way or another.
Gus, the SEC West has just been on a rampage really the first 3 weeks. Just talk about the difficulty of playing in that division with that
Yeah, it's
many.
the best division in college football, and I don't even think it's close, and I think people can see that now. I mean, every week, you've got to play well if you're playing a team in the West. I think you can see that already early in the season.
Gus, as far as the CBS thing goes, how did that come about? I mean, you don't seem like someone who's seeking out TV time necessarily.
I think Kurt came to me 3 weeks ago or a month ago, saw the off time, thought it was good exposure. It was very convenient for me to do my work on the plane, going there and coming back. I knew it was going to be an off day already with our schedule, so that kind of came about.
Were you getting an itch there when there was a rain delay and you had to be on air for a little bit longer?
I was getting a little antsy there. I was watching my clock, but I was able to get the work done we needed to get done.
Was it your idea to play the Iron Bowl repeat during that rain delay?
No. No, I was okay with it. But no, it wasn't my idea. I was learning on the job, is what I was doing.
When you talk about special teams on the road against the team that's pretty good in that.
They're very good at special teams in all phases, and we've worked extremely hard the last week and a half on special teams. As a matter of fact, even spend a little extra time than normal because they're very good at what they do, and I think that'll be a big factor, on Thursday also.
Anything else?
Gus, y'all have dealt with some second quarter lulls, especially last year and a little bit this year as well. How important is it on the road to not have those lulls offensively?
Talking about second quarter
Yeah,
lulls?
just lulls offensively in games.
Well, we try our best not to have lulls. I mean, regardless. I mean, it's just a matter of executing and scoring points. So that's not just one quarter. I mean, that's all around.
All right, good. Thank you.